on the agenda today, getting ready for our new tenants. With all of the hidden areas of dirt, I'm kind of like, okay, where should I start? Oh,
What is that?
we have to go ahead and get this unit all cleaned up. This is actually a unit from the 3 family that we did a complete transformation on. We even showed y'all a little bit of how it was left. But now it's time to get the unit ready, get it cleaned up, so the next person can move on in and call it home.
We end up getting a surprise when we noticed they still had things left behind.
This is a lot of boxes.
After letting them know they agreed to come back, we were grateful for that, so we decided to group everything to make it easy for them to take it right out.
So I'm gonna start off in the bathroom. I must admit, with all of the hidden areas of dirt, I'm kind of like, okay, where should I start? Even little areas like that. I think I'm just gonna work my way out. Let me go ahead and show you what materials I'll be using. Bye-bye. Oh, and I love this. It has interchangeable sponges. Ooh. And I even have this to be able to swap out for the mop so I can wipe the walls down with this one, and then I'll use the other for the floors. Don't mind the floors. That's a part of what I'm gonna be cleaning up today, okay? But let me go ahead and get this stuff in this little tote so it could just be easy to move around with my cleaning supplies. I eventually want to get some type of rolling cart. Thought it was worth mentioning. It's pretty cool that this is their free and clear version. It claims to have no dyes and just a light pear scent. I'm very careful when it comes to bleach. Everybody in my house was sick and I was just trying to make sure it was nice and clean, and woo, your girl used too much. I learned my lesson, so I'm very careful with this. And that's why I'm trying to start implementing apple cider vinegar. That way I can try to get away from super strong chemicals. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, bleach is like tried and true, so I like to just have it on standby just in case. We also brought these little Swiffer covers. It's funny because we no longer have the Swiffer, but I like the idea of using these to be able to wipe dusty spaces. We are really big on saving our old t-shirts. Those are our rags. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I even went ahead and got some Gooby Gone for areas like this. Okay, now we can go ahead and do the whole shower. It's funny how little crevices can actually have build up. Woo! So y'all, I just got done fighting with this thing. So I'm like, let me show them just in case they ever decide to get one of these. He went ahead, disconnected this by twisting lefty loosey. I ended up with this. Give a little tug and boop. And it kind of feel a little nasty to be doing that if it's dirty, because it sure felt nasty changing out that other one. But I guess if you got on gloves, I mean, hey. Once again, I'm working my way out, y'all. I'm gonna tell them what that is. Trying to work this dirt out of here. And I haven't even got over here yet. See if any of this come down. This broom ain't the best. Let's spray these super stain areas first. I wonder what that is. Like hair, dust, combination. Looking better already. still on it. Now let's see. But it sounds like somebody came in and sprayed too much cologne on me, too much perfume or something. Check out my motion. When you don't got no little small brush, take that cloth, do a little tug of water, okay? Work right here too. One day you did, baby. It turns out this toilet seat is actually damaged. That's another repair. This sink over here is having like a slow drain, so let me show you. So y'all see that? It's a little slow. Babe was saying, well, Ty was saying he not sure if the water pressure is too high or if it's clogged. So let's see if I can figure this out. We did let the tenants know how to do this, but they probably was like, no. But this really is they gunk though. So let's see, because I already see something in there. Y'all see some of that gunk that's built up in there? Twist. Uh-oh. Lefty loosey. Gotta get a tutorial from Bay again, y'all.
Turn me up, Jackie. Turn me up, Jackie. Turn me up.
Now that's way better. I'll be back.
Forgot to look up.
All right, I'm back to finish what I started. I went ahead, turned off the light. Clearly, it has no cover on right now, so it's easy access. So I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew the light bulb. So I'm untwisting this bolt, and boop, go ahead and separate these. And I'm gonna kind of angle it so it'll end up sliding. Nice, fresh, clean vent. It's like that weird angle again. There we go. And be careful with those wires. Back over there. Now, let's put our light bulb back. Oh, I ain't break that. It was like, hold up. You done did something. All right, come on, light. Whew. That was close. I got a cap of bleach right here because I got an old dirty toothbrush. Let me get some of this. Alright, that's looking better already. Let's go ahead and wipe this down. I know I'm gonna have to mop again. And I know we gotta do some touch-up paint, so you know that.
My name is Ava. I'm going to be eating the sweet soup. Let's get reading. The hungry child wandered into the forest, and there she met an old woman sensing her distress. The woman presented her with a pot that had special powers. If one said to it, boil little pot, it would cook. And when one said, stop little pot, it would immediately cease to boil. Their poverty and distress were at an end. However, the little girl went out. The mother said, boil little pot. As it continued to boil, it filled the kitchen, and then the house, and then the next house, and soon the whole street. It seemed likely to satisfy all the world, for nobody knew how to stop it. The child returned and once said, stop little pot, but whoever wishes to enter the village now must eat his way through the stew.
So, what was the problem?
So pretty much the mom didn't know how to seize, aka stop the pot.
Okay, and what was their solution?
They had to eat through all the soup to get in the village.
Good job.
Thank you.
I wonder if this fell off the ceiling. Yeah. So we got a couple beeping smoke detectors in here. One of our batteries.
All right, for the most part, this is what we are working with. We gotta do some sweeping, mopping. These cabinets, they're holding up pretty well other than having grease built up. We're gonna have to get this stove pulled out. My goal is to give it a fresh feel, so when the new people come in, they won't feel like they just coming in to somebody else's nastiness. Like, I want them to feel like it dang near just been renovated. Let's just say it done got pretty dusty up in here. So, reduce, reuse, recycle. I have this old beater right here, okay? And I'm just gonna take this and hope that it catches the dust. I actually did a little tie at the end, but I don't know how good this is gonna work because the arm's still open. So let's see, hopefully I don't get smacked in the head by the dust. I'm gonna just put it on here like this. Let's see if I could just pull it off. Oh, it got like a little stickiness to it. This one of those things that it takes a little time, but it's worth it for your breathing sake. Ooh, that's a lot. I got dust crumbs falling on me. Ty does not like the idea of ceiling fans in our rentals. I can definitely see where he's coming from now, especially when it comes to the kitchens, because this fan has built up grease and dust. I kind of have this beat up beater as a drip catcher because I was dripping these nasty juices all over my arms. I don't want no chemicals or no dust, grease on my arms, okay? Of course, it would be easier to just screw those blades on down. Since I didn't bring any tools, I'm just gonna try to work with what I got, and bam, just like new.
Did you like the video? Did you like? Did you subscribe?
I'm childish.
Turn me up, Jake.
Type of way. Shawty say she love me, and that she straight.
So I'm over here penetrating these stains. They were big stains like that. I thought the floor had scratched off sections, but it turns out it was food. Look, that's food. That looks way better. Gotta hit the transfer.
Now, baby, that's my type of way. Going after goals, I ain't got no time to waste. Sit getting sticky, but I still keep the pace. Trying to beat me when I never called the race. Thought it was real love, turned out the was fake.
I actually love the way these windows are made. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're called double pane. You see these clasps? I'm gonna go ahead, squeeze those. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean that other side. I feel like this would make Ty proud. Like, look at your bae, Ty. Bae, you see me? Same thing here. Looks 1,000% better. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That's like night and day. Goodbye stain. It's funny, I thought that stain was gonna be in there for good. And look at that. It's gone like it never was there.
Can't fuck up my motion. Cruise, now we coasting. Make my own wave like a boat that's in the ocean. Get took by the tide, but you gotta stay focused. Losing the track of time, I leave you wide open. You can follow them because I'm going the other way. Chasing after paper, trying to redirect the way.
Catch that feature, y'all. Y'all see that? It stops when it's bent too far back.
All right, so one of the tasks is to screw this door back on because down here, it kind of wobbled out the screws. So we are about to fix this with, what is these? Skewers. See, she got one of them in there already. All three of them holes, I believe, is like too wide. So an easy way to fix it is to put a chopstick or a skewer inside these holes and then break it off and screw it on. Go ahead, try to put the other one in there.
It's like this one won't go. It's too tight.
It's too tight. Cool, you just need a little muscle, that's it.
Hey, excuse me.
You excuse. After you got them in there like that, just bend them up and break it. Go ahead, pull it. Bend it.
Dang it.
Oh Lord, do we need to put another one in there? All right, same thing, bend it. And it's gonna be in that.
We can't even bend this. Perfect.
So you wanna make sure all these is pushed in deep as they can go. And then just bend and break it. All right, so now we can screw it. We're gonna line up our door hinge here with those holes.
Oh, it's nice and lined up.
Then we're gonna grab the drill. Next. You see it's pulling that boy in way better. Before it was just spinning like some old school rims. All right, let's test it out. See, boo. And that's how you secure your door back when you got a loose hinge that the screws just keep coming out. When you got a loose door like that, where you keep screwing in the screw and it keeps spinning, just go ahead and get you a chopstick or a skewer or something like that. Stick it in that hole, bend it, break it. You just pretty much filling that hole up. After you fill that hole up, then your screw will actually have something to bite to, because when you put it in that hole, ain't nothing for it to attach to. So when you throw in a piece of wood in there, now we got something to grip on. Let's check what baby. She got these cabinets looking down here brand new. I thought she painted. And y'all might see this one that got a little yellow tinge on it. That been like that since we painted it.
Right.
I think that was a different, this was a different style cabinet.
Right, you could just look here.
Yeah. So all that grease gone, so don't get it twisted now. Baby, and then this boy scrubbing with the toothbrush.
I've never seen no toothbrush like that. That boy got a haircut.
But she definitely did a good job. All right, so we got one more in this bathroom. So I stuck a skewer in there. Now I'm about to get ready to throw this screw back in here. It's funny because these screws was loose too, but I actually just tightened those up with the drill and they actually got back tight. We got our skewer in there. Go ahead and throw our screw in there. Look at that, it got way more to bite on now. Watch how tight it gets. Yes, sir ma'am. Let's test this out. That was rubbing at the top. Guess what? No more rubby. One more door to go. This one here is just not latching. I'm pretty sure I just gotta pop this, maybe put some shims or something on here, pull this catcher out some, and then it'll be able to catch on this door. Because right now it's just a gap. That's off. So we just need to space this out. When I first was putting this door up, I actually had to notch out where these hinges go. And I probably just notched out a tad bit too much, but then again, no, I'll take that back. If I would have went with a solid door that was bigger than the frame and just cut it to size, it probably would have been better. This door wasn't even the perfect size. Just look at the gap. You can tell this is a kid room. A lot of grabbing. So I'm about to put a little shim on here. And they also left the frame to their TV. So I actually think I installed this. So I gotta take that off because of course we don't need that right there. And now I have to fill those holes in. Did I try this out? Yeah. Oh. That's not latching. We don't need section 8 to be like, oh, the door not latching. Actually, this hinge just need to come down because it's hitting right here. So I can unscrew this, or actually I can take a little file and then just knock some of this out. And that paint and stuff on there, I can just knock that out, clean that up. And then this door latch. Oh look, I just lifted up. Something must be sagging. Guess what? We might have another loosey-goosey. Yep, look. See how that hinge moving? So we got another loosey-goosey. I need to get me some more chopsticks because these old screw flatheads, this is a nice size screw. So I'm pretty sure it's just wobbled out, made that hole bigger than what it should be. So do the same thing we did to the other doors to this one here. I'm gonna check this one up here. This one good. And you can see these rust spots right here. These are only like that because water-based paint was used on this hinge. And of course it's water-based on metal, so the little rust spots popped up. Need to sand that down and put some Rust-Oleum on that joint. Usually if you see some spots like this in some houses, it might mean roach poopy. So, but with this house here, it ain't no bugs, no mice and nothing. We made sure we sealed this joint from the outside in and super bonded before we started, even though it wasn't no active roaches in here because this was an extreme bando when we got it. It's extremely cold, so we didn't have to worry about no bugs. We just made sure everything was dead before we came up in here. We don't mess around with no bugs, no infestations. All right, so I'm checking out this sconce right here. Remember, this was a little loosey-goosey, so we're gonna take these off and see what's going on behind it. It's like two little screw bolts on here. Screw that off and slide that down, and bam, remember what I said was loose right here. So the only thing that gotta happen here is this screw need to get tightened up, and we'll be good to go. And I wanna push these wires back in here too. I don't like how these boys hanging that. Straighten that up out there. Oh yeah, that's nice and tight now. Tighten this joint down. We're gonna put our light back on. We gotta adjust this screw here. Dang, we ain't really got no more bite back there, huh? All right, so I got this out on. This was a little tricky, man, because as I was pushing it back, the bracket was kind of going back, so it was hard to put that screw on, because you see this screw here, on that side, it was going deeper in the inside. This boy need wiped off too, super dusty. But once you put your light back on, these little nubs will stick out like here, then you take your nut and just twist that joint on. Do the shake test, let's go. And I ain't fake shaking it either, I'm really shaking it. You know, some people be like, oh, it's not going anywhere. Because there's probably gonna be some people that's gonna be shimmy shaking it. Some little kids that'll probably shimmy shake it. Look, that boy nice and tight still. So we good to go with that. I ain't here getting her scrub on by hand. This is crazy. But one thing about these black floors is a lot of dirt show up. But I ain't gonna lie, they look a whole lot better. That little spot that drawed over there. Heck shit, it's the before, after, y'all. Let Ray know down in the comment section if this look good.
Oh my God.
This is why you supposed to move your stove and clean. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Not a whole freaking sausage patty though.
Sausage, oatmeal.
Ooh, what is those? See those?
A little crush. I wonder if it's like a mothball or something.
Man.
Or they look like cereal.
I think we would smell it if it was a mothball. Wow, that's crazy. Like imagine, yes, and imagine if it was bugs. They would be having a feast.
Mice?
Oh my God.
That's why it's good to keep a rodent-free house. If you spill stuff like that, you won't be feeding them.
Man.
That's one thing about our house. We got these little crumbs in there, and they drop crumbs everywhere, and I'm just happy. And we ain't got nothing in there that's gonna eat them crumbs.
No, for real.
Besides the dog.
And he barely want them unless they meat. Now he'll eat that sausage.
The fact that this sausage is still, there's no mold on there.
Oh.
It's just circle, so that goes to show you what y'all putting in your body. What if it's a veggie sausage though?
Hey, that would be funny as heck. Ooh, no activity. I don't see no movement. Ooh, grateful for that. Ooh, look at that wall. My goodness. This is what happened when you fry foods a lot, I guess. Or don't clean up after frying. Seems like it's actually a good idea every time you fry to wipe down the area.
Even though I know it's irritating.
I'm just a clean as I go type of person. So like, if I see it, I'm wiping it. Like I can't just see it and be like, I'm gonna come back later.
They heard your side phone.
Right. Boy, please.
This how Ray be recording, y'all.
Because I'm using one hand. Shoot.
Wow.
Alright, let's give this a little scrub. I went ahead and put a little of that power wash on it. Ooh, it ain't doing nothing. Oh, y'all. I'm trying to put some elbow grease in here. Okay. This thing is disgusting, girl. really part of the deal was supposed to be them clean, for real. So this is really not clean. All right, so clearly we got two different worlds going on here. This is the before and that is the after. And not to even mention this right here. The funny thing is they actually have this clean seam thing in the cabinet, but guess what? The space between the stove and the counter are too wide. That's actually a lesson for us too, because it's like, look at how both walls got hit up. If we would have at least tightened this boy to one wall, then we probably would have at least had one clean wall. Now we got two disgusting walls. Well, the cabinet side and the wall side is dirty. I'm scared to step back. That's still a little dirty, but it's better than this. I'm just curious. The way this looked before with all that stuff under there, would y'all consider that normal wear and tear?
So it's like some double-sided tape on the wall. I think we should probably start saying like no tape on the walls. I'll do a tack, but tape, and it's like double-sided tape. So some of it's actually, it's peeling off, but probably gonna have to take a scraper.
We got Gooby gone. We can see if the Gooby gone.
Because I really don't want to damage the paint. They had tape right here. So I seen they had the plastic up to kind of insulate, but they actually installed it wrong. This is like a kind of like a double-sided tape. So when you installing the plastic to shrink on your windows to block out the cold air, on one side you take the sticky off and then put it up there. And then after you got it up there, you supposed to take the front sticky off like so. Bam, and now you see it's clear. But this is sticky too. So when you peel that off, then you're supposed to put your plastic on here and then hit it with a blow dryer to shrink it. But they probably didn't see that part because they put the plastic behind it on the sticky part, and look, they only leave you a tiny bit that's actually sticking to the wood.
Wow.
And I know Barbara, she asked somewhere where she can get plastic for her windows. So we all are trying to winterproof y'all windows, because every window really, unless you spend a bunch of money on a window, that's the only way it's gonna be like weatherproof. We gotta be like triple pane glass. These cheap windows at your box store, they ain't doing it like that. So it's a good recommendation in the wintertime to plastic up your windows, but they got kits. We'll put it down in the description below. But I told her about that, and same thing, just like I told y'all, they come with double-sided tape like this. Put this tape up here, on the sides, on the bottom. You ain't even gotta put it on the frame. You could put it on the wall itself to block out the whole thing. But let me do it real quick. All right, so how to install it. First, you're gonna peel that backer off. Put that up on the wood like so. And then after this is there, you're gonna take this paper, separate it from the other piece of tape. And you see it's clear. And after you do that, then you'll take your plastic and lay it on top of this tape. You see it sticking to my hand. It's a double-sided tape. And then after you do it on all four corners, if you want it nice and tight, just take your blow dryer and lightly just go over it, and then it'll kind of shrink and get all the wrinkles out. And then your window will be protected on the outside there. It's gonna get a whole lot warmer in your bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, wherever you put it.
Okay, y'all, I'm trying to get down and dirty. I just realized, like, let me just get down here and clean this floor so it can at least feel a little comfortable stepping back here. More of those food stains. Nice to just go ahead and just scrub back in. Hey, I wonder what this would do on some grease. I'm about to try. I'm gonna put it right here. Hey, I've seen some of it drip away. I don't know if it's dripping away. Oh, hold up. Hold on. Let me find out. Oh. Oh, let's see. The booby gone will finish my. Whoa, wait a minute. That's actually working. Hey, y'all see that right? That worked. Man, look at this.
Here's your thing, go.
Let's see what happened over here. All right, let me pay attention. Before, after. Y'all, I feel like I just found a hidden gem, okay? Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a staple for me, okay? Look at that. Before, after. And I ain't even really done. I'm trying to put it on everything now. Okay, so as you can see, things are looking way better. Even if you look over here and over here. I was trying not to use so much elbow grease. I decided to put the Brillo pad on the Scrub Daddy, and this is what happened. Yeah, that's gonna have to get painted. I still have all that left, and you know, just give myself a break, step away, build up some energy, go vacuum or something.
All right, y'all, so do you have a pop-up stopper in your sink? You want to figure out how to get that out of there? You actually just twist this cap off right here. Sometimes a whole piece will twist off, but sometimes just this cap will twist off. So what you want to do is get you some needle nose pliers. So there's rules right there, there, and over here. And on the other side too, but you can just take that and just keep on twisting just till you come to the end. All right, so you pull it up, and this is why sinks be stopped up. If you got a slow drain, this could be the reason why. This is just hair, grime, tooth, mouth, bunch of nastiness. But this is probably in everybody's drain, so it's good to clean your drains out regularly. This is actually crazy. That's pretty long. Look at that. That's long as a dang on faucet. I'm gonna show right. I look like an animal.
What is that? Hair?
Hair, body, skin. That's why it was a slow drain.
So, do you think that's why it wouldn't come up when I was screwing, or I needed that?
No, you needed to twist it off with the needle nose. All right, so we got this joint cleaned off. I actually sprayed it out in this sink with some extremely hot water. Make sure this boy is nice and clean. So now it's clear. And as you can see, the water flows through those holes right there. And if they clogged up, you'll have a slow drain. Run some extremely hot water down here. Then we're gonna go ahead and screw this back in. So we can actually screw this boy by hand. Alright, get it to where it go all the way in there nice and tight. And it's actually crazy because you can unscrew it by hand. I wasn't even thinking that first. This just twists right on, as you can see that thread. This twists right inside of here. Tighten that up and bam. Now you can push it down, fill it up, and push it to let it flow. Now let's see if it puddle up now. Looking pretty good, y'all. Before it filled up to about back here. All right, on to the next. So the next task is to fix this handrail bracket. So you see that boy snapped off there and down here. So I'm just wondering, like, what was going on? I wonder if they probably had a couch sitting on here. They were trying to move the couch, and all that weight just fell down and broke. So I spent a lot of time actually installing these to make sure the stud was behind this wall. It's hard to find a stud behind plaster walls because there's wood slats all through here. Make sure you have a stud wherever you put your handrail. Fill this in with a chopstick. The reason I'm doing this too, filling this in, is because the hole where I need to screw is on right above where this hole is, and the last thing I want to do is when I'm putting my screw in there, it go back into that hole and just throw off the whole fitment of this joint. And I'm gonna go ahead and replace this bottom one too, so we can just have all three of them just brand new. And ain't no telling when that one gonna break. I'm sure I hate when stuff happen like that. Good thing I don't need it no more. Fell all the way down the steps. Just need a chopstick. Do not use your drill as a hammer. Damn, y'all see how that fill up that hole? That's an easy way to fill up holes that you need to re-drill back in. Alright. Bam, now we got 3 brand new brackets. Now we're just trying to screw it up on the wall. The easy part. 1, 2. Yes, sirski. tight. We'll be back in action. I can grab on it, you know what you feel me? Grab on it. Gotta make sure. It's gonna be, you never know like how heavy a person gonna be pulling on here. And this could be saving somebody's life coming up these steps. So you really wanna make sure this boy started. But that's it, we good to go, y'all. Make sure y'all like this video, y'all. Like this installation, or if this helped you. Now on to the next task. We gotta switch out this detector too, because this boy just beep, beep, beep. I just bought 3 10-year smoke detectors from Home Depot. And 3 of them was $96 for the pack. That's crazy. Amazon got like a 6-pack for $56. So I'm like, dang. So I'm wondering, like, should we reach out to the company on Amazon? Let us send us some? Shoot. I'm on Amazon or buy them at Home Depot. Let us know in the comment section below. They got that boy looking spiffy.
There's some stains in there. Oh, that's paint.
Look at you wiping off the paint.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Look.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
All right, so I'm about to vacuum out these drawers. They did leave a few things in here. I ain't gonna lie. These little brown things right here, turns out it look like some herbs. Them scare me like, what the heck? Oh no, but it's just like some herbs. Another dusty fan. Yeek. I need 2 hand tools. Look at that. We're back. Okay, so gonna go ahead and start tackling these bigger spaces. It's gonna be a bunch of dusting, wiping, and sweeping. Okay.
All gas, let's skate. Can't find no break. If you ain't about your paper, we can't relate. Can't let off the gas. They say I'm moving too fast. We building legacy and won't be last. I make them wave the flag. I see him coming and I do the dash.
He wanna pick stuff up with little nails since he didn't put gloves on.
Be resourceful. Shout out to everybody who dropped a comment, because we love responding to y'all.
Yes.
But somebody else just commented and said, bro, you sound like Andre 3000. Mind blown emoji. That's funny because a lot of people have been saying that.
It would be funny if Andre 3000 end up commenting like, I guess you sound a little bit like me.
Get the comment, let's do a song. Hey, I'll play the flute. Be on that boy like,
Come on, Andre, tell your friends to get with my friends so we can be friends. Shout out to Desi.
shout out to Nisi. Said big blessings to you and the family. That's what love will do.
Truly appreciate that.
And then somebody comment on the truck video and said Chevrolet all the way. And shout out to my sucker runner over. They said happy anniversary and birthday month. My B-day is this month as well. Looking forward to the upcoming content.
Hey.
So shout out to my sucker runner over and happy birthday month.
Right.
Big
Happy
February.
birthday month.
If y'all birthday in February, comment down below. Shout out to all the February babies.
Right. And shout out to everybody else too. But you know, it's our time right now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's clean. So another fun part about getting the unit ready is taking out nails.
Man, I think there's a little bit of everywhere. All right, now, I ain't gonna lie. So when it comes to wood trim, do not put no nails in the wood trim. It's different from the walls because we can like put some mud over there and patch that. What this is like, we can still patch this, but we gotta get wood filler. Like that's extra stuff I don't wanna buy. I could just smack this in and it'll just nail the trim in, but shoot, trim already nailed in.
I'm starting to really like the command strips.
And some people might be like, oh, landlord is just lazy. But it's like, no, because we did the most work as possible before we rented it out. So it's like, dang, we gotta do more work. Pull y'all nails out your wall. Even be courteous, you know what I'm saying? Get a little spackle. We know everybody don't know how to mud, but get a little mix ready stuff. Just paste it over there, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little nail hole.
Because technically we didn't give the house with holes.
Hate to see me keep your eyes closed. Cause we going for the top glow.
It's crazy how much dust was just lingering. And it just got me thinking like, wow. You could be sneezing and saying your breathing bothering you and stuff. And it could be all of the dust in your house.
filling in these little nail holes. I got some mud, drywall compound on the knife. All you want to do is just smash it in there and pull it down. Push in that little hole and pull it down. We could just wipe off this excess right here because the only place we put mud is inside here. So. This wall ate up. Same thing, smash it in there, pull it down. Push, pull, push, pull. I just keep filling it, like keep pushing the most I can inside that little hole so it can fill up. I don't want just like no little layer in there so it can just brittle, pop out, crumble away. I like to keep filling it so that whole hole get filled. This half-inch drywall, I want to put a half-inch mud in that boy. I got my socket set so I can take this bracket off and then I can fill those holes. Those gonna be some bigger holes because those are some nice size lag bolts. I don't think this one got none. They put something in the trim up here. I don't know if I should leave them nails or take them nails off. I don't know what type of curtains the next person gonna have. So right here is like a little crack in this wall. And this is probably something that was missed when it got muddy, or somebody's just probably being lazy and the mud dude just mud over it, even though I told him to tape every crack. But when you just mud over a crack, it'll come back like this here just did. So instead of me just mudding over it, I'm actually about to tape it. I got like this mesh tape right here. I like using this because it's nice and thin. But I'm just gonna take some tape. And it's a little sticky. Oh, I guess not. Huh? So you could put some mud on your crack. Then lay you a little layer of tape on there. Bam, rip it off. Then we're gonna go ahead and put some more layers of mud. And just smooth that joint out. It can be a little tricky when you mud and tape. Like right now, you probably want to leave that, let that dry. But I'm gonna put it on a little thicker, but sometimes if you keep messing with it, you can pull too much of it off, just like I'm doing now. You just scrape it. It's like you gotta have your knife kind of like almost flat with the wall so you can float it out. Just like, see how I floated that out and it's thick, you don't see the tape. Versus if I was to put it at this angle and then pull it off, you see I just pulled that mud right off. So you kind of gotta lay it on there. Lay it on there, kind of like, you see how I got the knife flat, not scraping it, but flat, like where it's floating. And then you can just go over top it and just pretty much float and spread it. Float and spread. Now you don't really see no tape. I don't want to put it on there too thick, because then if it's on there too thick, then it'll crack. So we're gonna leave that like that. Let that bad baby dry and come back and hit it again. And then you also too, you can kind of play with this knife, because you can put more pressure on this left side, and what that'll do, it'll scrape the ends. So like you see how it scraped this off, but it left the middle side float. Like it left mud in the middle. All right, so I'm gonna take this bracket off here. And what I'm using, I got this little socket set, and I got my little impact wrench that I use really for my truck when I'm fixing on it, or for bolts like this. I think I probably used this too when I installed this one. So we're just gonna find our size, probably half inch. Yeah. People downstairs probably like, what the feed? Bam. I got like a pre-mix mud that you can buy in a box. So I'm just kind of mixing it up because I scooped it right out of the box. So it's good to use primer on mud because this stuff is real porous, which means it soaks up a lot. So you gotta put primer on there to seal it, and then you can use your paint. If you put paint right on top of mud, you just probably gonna have to put a bunch of coats because it's just gonna keep soaking it in until it get filled and sealed, and then you can paint over it. We're gonna test it out and see if that primer, oh, we ain't got no primer on. Darn. Probably just gonna end up doing multiple coats. If you got a flat wall, then it'll be cool, but it'll shine through that paint. You can tell that it ain't sealed, because if this is a satin wall, everything be satin except for what you didn't prime, because it ain't soaked in. Well, that's good. Everything one piece. All right, so Raiden grabbed her handy dandy spin mop. She's just gonna go through this. One of the perks with this mop right here is that you can actually wipe the walls down with it. Now, don't mop your bathroom and go mop your walls. No, that's just dirty.
Right, this is
Contamination.
Hold on, let me show y'all. These things are so easy to swap out. Look at that. And I was confident to do that because this ain't touched no bathroom floor or nothing. It's just been touching walls.
Wall mop. I was telling Babe when she was in here wiping down this trim up here, it reminded me of when we was doing the renovation and I had to scrape all this trim. I had to scrape all this trim because it had a bunch of chipping paint. I had to go through, scrape it all off, then go through with the vacuum cleaner after, then go through, wipe it off, then prime it, then paint it. Man, we really be doing a lot of work. We did a lot of work to this house, man.
Man, look at the closets. I remember dreading the closet because it was like, the closets are what you really don't pay attention to. But it was a lot of tape that went into the closets too.
Yes, like a lot. When she say tape, she mean tape and mud.
Yeah.
Like, people usually skimp over the closets because don't nobody see it.
Right.
But we just couldn't leave it the way it was. Like, we couldn't just mud it, paint it, and close the door. It's like, we might as well do it right.
Not as bad as the other fans, but it was bad.
I was looking brand new. We just gotta put that cover on. I'm gonna do that now.
Set it all in love.
Oh.
The kitchen fan was crazy. I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea, like after they've been here for a year or so, just give them like a rinse and clean mop, and even show them that, hey, you can interchange these heads. You can have one for the floor. You can have one for when you want to dust down your fans, dust down your walls. That's just a good tip in general, so you can help your breathing, so you can have clean air circulating instead of a bunch of dust. The living room and dining room fans, they really weren't that bad. It was more so the back bedroom. Let me actually go look in this room. Yeah, this fan is not too bad either.
Yeah, that's a quick wipe down. Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind for the kitchen.
No fans in the kitchen.
I don't know though, cause then
It's
where
like
is
you
the
need
air
it.
gonna go?
Right. Because people cook in the kitchen. It's hot.
Man, you notice this here? All that gook still on there. These windows are an example of us reducing, reusing, and recycling, y'all. So yeah, they actually replaced those. You know what? Need to actually link that video for y'all, because that was really cool how he was able to salvage these. But we were trying to reduce, reuse, and recycle, y'all, and we weren't quite able to get rid of these little stains or gook.
Tape marks. That's actually from the blue tape. Because remember, this was taped up so the frame can get painted. So this probably can come off of that goopy gun.
Exactly, that's what I'm about to
Oh,
say.
my bad.
But yeah, like they just said, I'm gonna just do one at a time. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. So, you think you could take that, wipe it on that other one, share that glue gone?
I don't know.
Looks like it's enough on there.
A little more scrubbing power, but possible. One thing's for sure, it looks way better. Don't laugh at our little paint job, okay? We was trying our best.
That's not my job.
It's funny because doing this definitely shows, like, yeah, it's paint on there. Oop, I mean, we had to let him go.
Shout out to L46C3 he coming back here 7 days ago. We was actually commenting 2 months ago when we did the video of the of the flat roof we did at the Hoarder house. So he just came back 7 days ago, and he said he rewatched the video just to give more tips. So if y'all really got tips out there, we really appreciate it.
By the way, we are not being lazy. The only reason why we not picking that part of window is these are just for show. So this doesn't actually open up. But if this opened, we would have hit that real quick too with Willie on. So when we do work to the outside, if we up on the ladder, we can just hit it. Right now?
You said what?
Exactly. So, oh, by the way, shout out to That's Fun. We was going back and forth, just talking about the previous short, because I don't know why Ty thought that I was supposed to let him just, his thinking is just interesting. But shout out to That's Fun.
First of all,
we here.
She said, here, you can have a piece of my food. And guess what? I said, okay, I'm not hungry right now. I'm gonna eat it tomorrow. And she said, oh no, never mind. What kind of stuff is that?
Give me a
How you gonna change your mind? You say I can have a piece of something.
He gets
And
emotional when we talk.
when I say, ain't nobody getting no emotional, get up out here.
Come here.
Listen, I know.
Come here.
She won. 18 years. Girl, you better. Let me throw this fan on. Alright, so now I'm about to get ready to put this smoke detector back up here, but now I got some anchors. If you drilling the screw and it feel like it keeps spinning, I mean you need to put an anchor on there. So I got a case of anchors and screws that I use, and this will hold about 60 pounds, each one of these little things. So I'm gonna put this up here and screw back up our carbon and smoke detector that we got here. And you wanna have these outside of the kitchen, outside the bedrooms, because you won't be alerted. You could put them in your bedroom too, like smoke detectors, if you if you want to. Can't breathe. Rain here, goddamn spraying shit. Need some water. But you can put them anchors on there, and then we're gonna throw this plate up first. This might be a sign. If you don't got no smoke detectors in your house, this is your sign to go get you some smoke detectors and carbon monoxide, because you never know. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. You can't smell it. It just be like, hey, you're dead. Man. And you pass out. So get you a carbon monoxide detectors. Maybe you look for a company that want to collaborate with us with smoke detectors, so we can tell people how important they are, because they are really important. It's to save your life. The fire department give it to you for free too, I believe. So honestly, the kit that I got, this is actually for some anchors for a brick building. We was putting up a garage door. I had these, but you still can use them for this, because it's still strong anchors. So it'll come, if you buy a big enough kit, it'll come with a drill bit. So you can pre-drill your hole and then slide your anchor in and then you screw. So I'll show you what to do. Find out where your spot at. There's actually wood in here. I'm tripping this wood up there, so these screws long enough. I think the screws that came with that smoke detector wasn't long enough. So we're just gonna stick that screw in there because there's actually wood up there. And the reason I know is because I just drilled through it, or drilled to it. Same thing like I said when we was putting up that handrail. If you feel that screw get tight, that's how you know that you on a stud. So in this case, I just needed some longer screws. We don't need no anchors. Now y'all see that? See how that's just spinning? That mean ain't no stud right there. And that's how stuff fall back out. And honestly, this one is cool because this smoke detector ain't going nowhere. But I'm gonna put two in.
Right.
Nothing like getting cracked in the head with a smoke detector in is going on. Pre-drill that hole, then grab your anchor, push it in the hole. You might have to smack it with a hammer or something. Went back to our other house. We're working on 3 houses right now, so my tools is everywhere. This is my brand new hammer. I bought 4 of them, and they all different sizes though. I ain't buy the same hammer. They don't break. I gotta correct myself. And I just buying 2 with the brown. Seems like it's the farthest. anchors want to go. Break off that little extra. There we go. The other smoke detector is yelling at me. Boy, it's talking about low battery. See that? Nice and tight. Now you can take your smoke detector and just twist. Line up the little tabs, make sure they go into these open ports. Push it and twist. Look at that, pull it down, it ain't going nowhere. So that one is good to go. Now I got like 4 more to just add batteries to. We did buy these smoke detectors from Home Depot, but them things is $93 for 3 of them. And they just smoke, like that's crazy. This is a smoke and carbon monoxide. Whoever this brand is, they didn't switch the way they did it and made them more expensive. We looked on Amazon, they got a bigger pack that's 10 year. You don't have to change no battery for 10 years. And those is like $56 for 6 of them. So that's like half of the price. And you get 3 more. That's like a no-brainer. Which brand do y'all use in your house? Do y'all got smoke detectors? Leave it in the comment section below. We might send you one or something.
We'll link those.
She said we'll link those.
I want a bigger body, I'm thinking bands, I need some land. Make sure that I don't see nobody, just me and the fam, so what's the plan? Let's sit down and think about it, babe, grab me a pen, a paper with it.
It's lunchtime. We got some good old salad.
Keep the sauce separate. Can't put the sauce with your salad and think you're gonna eat it later because it's gonna be soggy. Not too much sauce on the salad because then it's gonna be too soggy. And then I ain't gonna eat it.
So we try to eat every color of the rainbow and we try to make it raw.
Raw.
Like at least a fruit bowl, at least a salad. Like we had fruit bowls this morning, we didn't even show them.
Right. Made in our belly.
Right. This what you call a maker seat. Sitting on shelves, window sills.
Little window sills too.
Highly do not recommend. Don't mess around and have a little mark.
Window sills, but
Before, after. Okay, so of course that's the other room. This is the front room. I want to go through one more time and mop, but that's a major difference already. So now, time to tackle this room. Yeah, hit the road, Jack. You know what you're gonna. No, just playing. This is funny, cause it's like looking at the past versus what is gonna be in the future.
We just out here living like we supposed to, but people gon' hate and talk down. I guess they supposed to. Tried to go round and blow down to expose you, but really deep down and inside they wanna clone you. They see through.
They got a butter knife up in there, boy.
Shawty say she love me, and that's just straight. You can follow them because I'm going the other way.
Look at him. Walking around with just a paintbrush. Nigga, he me. You ain't me.
I'll tell you. Me.
It's funny as heck because that's always what he tell me when I be walking around trying to like paint without like something down on the floor in case anything drip. He like walking around here trying to be me.
She mess around and have a drip.
No, that be you.
Got a little bit and she love me. She don't hold nothing above me. It's like hard attack when she rub me. But I ain't gon' cap, I be cuffing. Stick with the plan, she don't judge me. So them berets stack above me. Go let them hate it, ain't nothing. Just keep going hard, keep it buzzing. But we was broke and never had our hand out to know. In other words, we don't owe no. I watch it back and find a way to grow with you. Our kids who want for nothing, I put that on soul.
I done effed up.
So they then came through. He done brought this. Now let's see. I was just complaining to him like, this is disgusting. And this ain't even what it was like at first. That's crazy. So at this point, we're just getting this cleaned off so we can at least have it clean to the point where it can get another coat of paint.
And speaking of paint, we got the same paint we use, and for some reason it's a little darker. Dang, I don't even see it on this wall, and I painted down there though. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse. But y'all see this wall right here? Look like a shadow on that wall right here. It's not the same gray. So it's a little off. See that? Oh, it look even worse if you stand in front of it. So I'm trying to think, like, did we just use this paint just for primer? But I remember we bought a lot of this paint because they gave us a real good deal on it.
That looks disgusting.
Anybody want to fry?
Ugh.
That actually looked like a dab. Yeah.
Dab or what?
If anybody that dab know what I'm talking about. I don't. So if they told you, like, you can only eat fried foods if you get fried and, like, reuse grease, recycle grease, would you do it, or would you just cut it out altogether?
What kind of question is that?
Exactly.
You gotta give up fried foods.
Would you stop eating fried foods if they told you that it was fried in, like, refurbished grease?
My question to you is, would you stop eating fried foods if they told you this what your arteries look like?
That question would probably be no, because that's probably what people's arteries look like.
We bought a discounted range hood, and ooh, that price was so good. But guess what, y'all? Now we having issues finding the correct size filter. So if you get a discounted range hood, consider you might not be able to buy the replacement filters in the store, and now we gotta go search.
And the reason we need to switch it is, I mean, just look at it. But look at the size difference too. Like, them some big filters.
Wow.
So I don't know what we thought we was doing. Don't eyeball it when you go into the store. Just grab your old filter, take it with you.
But the crazy thing is, this is a 30-inch range hood, same brand.
This actually got more airflow. This little thing, look how small this is versus how open that is.
They probably
like,
got cheaper.
Yeah, they like, get that. Don't nobody really vent to the outside like we do.
Man. So as you can see, we've picked the wrong style paint. We could technically try to get away with this, but I don't think that will work. So we just gonna do what we gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just look at that. That don't look right at all. There are some people who would try to finesse this, but just look at it. Big sister duties. She trying to fix her brother truck, y'all. Put them little muscles to use.
This one is dirty.
Yeah.
You have to clean the floor too.
That look good. Great job.
Look, Mama.
Yep, you got hit those too. Good job.
Daddy said you have to like push this down. It used to be a little tag right here, but it fell off the road.
That's why you go to open stuff up sometimes and see what's going on. Because that car is about to be in the garbage. Y'all about to garbage.
All right, little lady. So, are you ready to make this goo be gone?
Yeah. This is the glue that needs to go.
And okay, because it also says it gets rid of crayons.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, what the?
Glue be gone. Glue be scam. Smells like oranges.
No.
Oh my god.
Woo! That looked a million times better. Sheesh. Okay, so now the top need to be cleaned again, but whoo, came a long way.
You smell.
Police car won.
Let's give it some curl.
They making round.
I watch your back end, find a way to grow with you. Our kids who want for nothing, I put that on soul got a bad beat. Quiet but turn to a savage. Type to chase the check to run it up and split the bag with.
Woo, finally about to give this hallway a little touch up. goal is to give it a fresh feel. So when the new people come in, they won't feel like they just coming in to somebody else's nastiness. Like I want them to feel like it dang near just been renovated.
You want to do it fast? Hope.
Hope.
You're. Up. And. Out. The hospital. Soon. Hope you out the hospital soon.
Sing it, dude.
Hospital soon.
Hope you're out the hospital soon.
Hope you out the hospital soon. When you leave, I'm gonna be at home.
Do you have more?
Man. Should we put it back in this
Grand finale. Pick the best one. That's the prize. TJ gonna have potato chips.
Right.
Kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you.
Oh.
See, that's the perfect one.
Ephesians.
That's one of the books of the Bible. Google. I mean, not Google. Figure. I like everybody. Hey, you got your video?
Yeah.
He look like 18 grand.
But it was
I still be my eyeliner.
So you can stop.
Chapter 4, verse 32.
Building others up. Probably say you ain't want no cracker.
Ooh.
Two crackers. Be kind and compassionate to one another. Yeah, you gotta ask.
Right.
Ephesians 5.
Well, you need a scripture.
Something.
What's your name? Tyler on your papa name, Willie Connor.
Well, that's funny though.
Really Junior, that's mine.
Your name Tyler.
Oh.
So where you think your last name came from? So where you think his last name came from?
Papa.
And then where you think his last name came from?
Where my last name came from?
Papa.
What's his name?
Really?
So what's my name?
So this is Willie Green.
What's my father's name?
Willie Green?
My grandfather's name is Willie Brown. Dude,
Oh my God.
Dusty
The Dusty Elbows?
It's a Dusty Brown outfit. My grandfather's name is Cleveland. I don't know. Right name, Cleveland.
Dramatic. Ooh. Oh. What I do?
What is that, dude? One cracker short.
I got one cup.
I don't see your stomach. They gotta go get it.
Uh-oh.
Three.